I'm Megan, student physical therapist. This is my patient Daniela, and today I'm going to be doing an ultrasound treatment on her for her chronic plantar fasciitis. My first goal for her is to put her in a position that's comfortable for her. She's going to be in prone. Typically I would put a pillow under the waist to maintain their posture, but for her it's uncomfortable, so she just has a pillow for comfort. And it's going to be her left foot. So first things first, for ultrasound, you want to make sure that your sound head is clean, and obviously the machine is on.
This is also a time you can build some rapport with your patient.
And we are doing an ultrasound. So you'll push ultrasound for the Chattanooga. This is what the machine looks like. We're going to edit the parameters for a thermal effect because it is a chronic thing. So we're going to set it to a duty cycle of 100% or continuous, but depending on the machine. And then the frequency is going to be 3.3 megahertz because it's a little more superficial. And we want a quick heating effect so that the patient should be able to feel it. And then we're going to start with the intensity at 0.8 just to see what she can tolerate at first. And since the treatment area is 2 ERAs, we're going to start with a 5-minute treatment. So before we get started, we want to make sure that the sound head is either covered in ultrasound gel or the treatment area is, and that you don't keep the sound head off of the skin or in the treatment area before you push start. Keep that readily available. So when you're ready to go ahead and get that started. And for her, we just want to make sure that we're keeping that sound head constantly moving in the 2 ERAs section, and we're just going to scoop that gel if it starts to get away from us a little bit. As far as the contraindications for ultrasound, for a continuous ultrasound, is for individuals who are pregnant or individuals who have active bone growth, cancer, an infected tissue, over areas of active bleeding, or if they have impaired sensation or circulation. So this information you would get during their evaluation, their initial eval, just to get their patient history as well. And then for me, I want to make sure that I'm getting good posture so I'm not slumped over like this the whole time, and making sure that I'm in a chair that I'm comfortable with to sit with her and talk with her, even though she's way down there, for the 5 minutes of treatment. So during this time, you can let the patient relax if they're more interested in texting on their phone or watching a movie, but making sure that you're focused on your treatment. Or you can chat with them if they're more social like me and Daniela are, and just making sure that you're constantly focusing on moving that sound head and maintaining that section of your 2 ERAs. And if you want to make sure that it's on, you can check the machine, or you can also see this green light here on the back of the wand. Dee, tell me about your day.
Well, today I got to sleep in. Last night my mom and my cousin got some very dramatic news about my family, so they were up having some fun together very late, and usually when they have a lot of fun they like to come into my room. And so they came in around 1 a.m. and kept me up until like 3, so it was nice to be able to sleep in today until like 9.
Good.
And then I had to go to Hope Clinic and I got to see a really cool case. And what else? Then I was starving, but my friend's car broke down, so I had to go get her from the mechanic. Then we decided to stop and eat, but we ate too much, so now I'm kind of sleepy for this next lecture.
Good thing you're laying down there.
Yes,
to relax a little bit.
This is great. And then later I am dog and house sitting for Michelle, so I'm gonna go there, yeah.
So throughout the treatment, especially since we didn't start at a very high intensity, we only started at 0.8, we want to confirm with the patient that they're feeling that thermal effect. So Dee, do you feel a heat from the sound head?
I actually do, it feels great, thank you.
Good. So if they don't feel it, as far as the thermal effect, then you could increase the intensity, but since she is feeling it, we're going to maintain it at that intensity. And just keep it moving.
How was your day?
It was good. I slept in, which was amazing, and made breakfast for my dad and I, which was nice. We actually got to eat breakfast together since we're here at like 6 a.m. every day. And went to the doctor's just for annual physical, and then went to the gym, and then spent way too much money on my pre-prepared meals.
Oh, wow.
But I got a really nice lunchbox out of it. So.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. Not too bad. And then your class in a little bit, so get to take care of you a little bit, which is nice.
Yes, thank you. This always feels so much better.
Good. And as far as the styles of circles you can use, you can either do small circles in each ERA, or you can go in a swiping motion, just making sure that you're not staying too long in one area so that you don't have those sound waves bounce back on each other. My personal preference is just small circles.
I enjoy that feels too.
Good. Just making sure. Huh?
Do you have any weekend plans?
I am going to a graduation party for a girlfriend of mine who graduated from law school, and also I have a competition for CrossFit, so
Are you ready for it?
hope so.
I'm sure you are.
I'm doing it with a friend, so less pressure. So it'll be a good weekend.
You guys share it?
Share what?
Like the exercises, or do you just
Yep.
both do it?
We share the workload, and if we win money, we share the money, which would be awesome. So.
Oh, this feels so good.
Good. I wish we could go longer, but that's it. So we know that the treatment is over when the machine beeps like that. Most of them will give you that signal, or we can double check that the sound head is off before we remove it from their skin. Since our clinic is out of towels, we're going to use a pillowcase to wipe down the patient. Making sure it's all off there. If they prefer to be wiped down with rubbing alcohol, that's an option as well. But I think I got it all. Before you put the sound head back, you want to make sure that you clean it again, just so that it's ready to go the next time for your next treatment.